today I'm going to do this oil pastel snowman for you. You can see that I've already done it with one of my classes and they all turned out so great that I decided to do a tutorial on it. So all you're going to need for this are some oil pastels, maybe a blue type of paper for the background, and a paper towel to do a little bit of shading when we rub it here. All right, let's get started. Okay, I'm ready to start. I have my blue paper here. I have taped it to a hard surface so that it won't slide around while I'm working on it. And I have my oil pastels and I have a paper towel. That's really about all we need. First thing I'm going to do is draw the large snowball for the bottom. Our snowman is going to have 3 parts and it's going to take up most of the page. So let's just start with a large ball of snow. On top of that, we're going to put a medium-sized one and then the head on the top here. I'm leaving room for a hat. If you don't want to leave room for a hat, that's okay. Or maybe you'll want to put something different on him. I put earmuffs on another one that I did. All right, there's our snowman. I'm also going to draw the background, the line of where the ground ends, and then it's just sky behind him. And I'm going to decide that my, is it moon or a sun? I guess it's just going to be a glow of the sun. Is going to be in this corner. So the light side of my snowman is going to be this side that the sun is shining on. The dark shaded side is going to be this side away from the sun. So I've made my circle. It's about the size of a quarter for the paper I have. And then I'm coloring it in white. And this would be a good start to just practice the blending. I'm making a little point here on my paper towel and I'm just rubbing it. I also want it to go around and around. I'm doing circles. Now, let's take our dark blue. We're going to put some shadow on our snowman first. All right, this is the side that's away from the sun, so it's going to be the darker side. And I'm going to take my dark blue and just go over that white I did first. Just about half of the head, half of the middle body, and half of the bottom. Also on the bottom, because the snowman is creating a shadow on the snow as well. And I'm filling that in underneath the snowman himself. Now I'm shading more of that snowball, more of each snowball. That's my dark blue. I'm also going to take my light blue and just come next to that where the dark ends and go on top of it. I'm blending it a little bit with my dark and I'm coming into maybe halfway over that ball. And I'm going to do the same with the bottom. First I'm going along the line where the dark ends and then I'm going over the blue, the dark blue, and with the last one. I'm going over all the blue actually. Then I'm going to do a little bit more dark because I want my shadow to be a little darker. Now I'm going to take my paper towel and just blend. Okay, I also want a little bit of a shadow underneath each snowball where it attaches to the next ball. So I'm going under the head there and under that ball there. All right, now I'm going to add some white. If you have some colors, any other color already on your white chalk, try to get it off. I'm going to rub it onto my paper towel or onto my tape just to get that dark spot off, because right now I just want white snow. Now this is the really whitest part of our snowman. It's the side that's facing that sun. Make sure it looks curvy. Our snowballs, they are still snowballs, right? We make giant snowballs when we make a snowman. The biggest one is on the bottom, the next size is on top of that, and the smallest one is at the top. And we want them to look like they are definitely balls. Okay, I'm going to see if I can blend that a little bit. I'm not doing it with my blue spot there. I'm going to find a clean spot on my towel. Okay, and I'm going to go over that a bit more. I want to leave some of that darker white chalk on there. So I'm going to put more back on and not rub it off. Remember, if you have a piece of chalk that doesn't have any paper on it, you can put it on its side and it will cover a much bigger surface. Makes for faster coloring. I'm going to do that to my snowy bottom. We have snow on our ground. You can put some white marks in there. Press harder in some places just to give it a little bit of depth and texture, and we'll put some blue on there as well. I am again going to put more snow on my snowman. And yes, I am going over my shadowed parts because after all, it is a shadow. It's still snow covered. And I'm going to take my darker blue just to put a little bit of depth in my snow. Okay, I am going to use my crayon on my side just to put a little bit of white in the background as though it is maybe snowing. If you want to put some snowflakes, if you really want it to look like it's snowing hard, try your chalk on a little pointy part and just twist it so it looks like little snowflakes. So let's put some features on our snowman. I'm going to make very simple, since we have black oil pastel, which could look like charcoal. I'm going to give him charcoal eyes. They don't have to be perfectly round. In fact, they might even be a little bit square. 2 eyes, a little button nose. Maybe I found a red button for his nose. Or maybe you want to put a carrot nose on. And I have some charcoal for his smile too. Okay, should we give him a hat? I will give him a top hat. A little bit rugged and beaten looking. Okay, let's give him 3 buttons on his front. I think I'll give him some branches for arms. I'm just making a skinny line, and maybe it has a few different branches coming up like this. And I'm also going to use a little bit of the black to make my shadow at the bottom a little bit darker, because this would be a big shadow because the light would not really get through the snowman and it would look the darkest on the ground here. Might put a very little black line along the outside in the back and then just cover that up, blend that with the blue. I'm just going to make my hat a little bit darker. And our snowman's pretty much finished. If you want to add anything else, we could put a little red scarf around his neck. I think I'm happy with that. If I keep going, I'll just keep fiddling and fiddling and fiddling, but it doesn't really have to be anything more than that. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to do some of my other tutorials, you'll find them on YouTube under the name Yayla Productions. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.